So this will obviously be taped. I'm going to put it up to the YouTube channel, and then you can visit this as many times as you want. I suggest once or twice a week to go over it and remind yourself about what you're going to need to do during training, and then go and do some stuff outside as well. Alright, so we'll start on the right hand side. So what we're looking at in here, we're looking at your actual running technique from bottom to top. Okay, and I will basically go through some deficiencies that you have from your feet working all the way up to your head. Alrighty, so if we come and you can focus in on your foot placement on the floor. Alright, so as you're coming in, okay, it's a flat foot.
Yeah.
Alright, and what we need to do is make sure, so you can see how it's like you kind of
stomp the ground.
Yeah, you're kind of stomping on the floor, and then what happens is, look at your left leg. There's no push off, right? Because your foot's stomping so hard that it doesn't have the power and energy to push. So you should be landing on your heels, and then springing off. Okay, at the moment, the strides are so long, and your body's struggling to keep up. If you can lift your knee, so into here, so what will help that is if we get somewhere across there is where your knee should be at its peak. As you can see now, your knee at its peak is there.
Yeah.
Right, so there's this little gap in here where we have to move. Okay, that comes into leg strength, hip flexor strength.
Yeah.
Okay, flexibility, mobility will help that, and that will then in turn help your foot placement. So if your knee comes higher, so that should be where your peak is. Okay, you should be on the floor roughly about here somewhere.
Yeah.
But because your knee's so low, it takes you a lot longer to get to the floor.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then what happens is your stride becomes faster and a little bit shorter. Okay, because you've grown so quick, your body coordination isn't keeping in time with your growth rate. Okay, does that make sense so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we start to go a little bit higher, we look at the trailing leg. So look at your left leg now and see the distance between the hip and your butt. So if we can go back, probably about there, we'll zoom in a little bit. So see that there's roughly about a foot. Okay, what we want to do is not have it so big. That should be on the inside of your foot in here. That your heel should be somewhere along that line in there. Okay, what that will do will force your knee to come from here and whip right around to the front fast. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So if we go zoom back out, you can see that how it comes in low. If you whip that knee through faster, your heel hits your bum on the way through, and then your knee height will increase, which in turn relates to the bottom part of your foot, and that's where you get the swing and on the toe.
Okay.
So his heels should be coming up higher.
Yeah, 100%. So it starts
closer to his butt.
It starts from there, and that knee whips through, heel hits your bum, and the drive, the third phase is drive. Right? So there's the initial plant, and the drive through, and then the plant again. So from here, we go left foot. Okay, so we're driving now, that should be right up. So from here, that heel should be nearly on your bum now.
So at that, okay, yeah.
Okay, and then as it's through there, that forces your knee to kick forward. Okay.
It brings that knee up higher.
100%, and then that knee gets high, and then you're able to land on your toe, which you should be there, but because you're kind of gliding a little bit too high, it takes a lot longer if you get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
If we make sure that heel gets up, the knee gets higher on your toes, then you'll be covering more distance in the stride. Therefore, you get faster from point A to point B.
So if I fix that, that will make fixing the first point, which was the knee landing higher, going higher, easier?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
100%. Okay. So then we walk up to your arms. So your arm goes straight. You got to try and keep them bent 90 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there's pretty good. All right, we could have a little bit higher if I was being really finicky, but there's no need. The front arm though, you can tell that you swing straight arm through because it cuts across your body.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go across to the other side now. And as we come through in here, you can see how your arms go across your body into the midline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what we want to do is make sure they go out next to your armpits.
Yeah.
So see where your right arm is now?
Yeah.
That's where your right arm should be. Right?
Yeah.
Not all the way. If you go back in when you're starting off, it goes there. So it goes across and it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you straighten up and lengthen out, then it starts to come a little bit better. Your hand still turns though. So see if we zoom in. See, look at your wrist. That's a good position. And then watch it turn into your body and then come flat. And then now you're like this.
Yeah.
It should be like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens there is your body starts to swing based on those movements. So look at your left arm. Okay, so now you're wasting energy in there as well, and you're swinging from right to left. All right, so if we can fix up these areas, you become a lot faster, a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Let's go down to your knees and ankles. So in here, see how they go across your body?
My knees, yeah.
Yeah, so that should be straight in line with underneath your armpit. Okay, but because it goes across your body, you're trying to get torque and build speed, so your arm is compensating. Look how far away your arm is from your body.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be pocket to chin. It should go through your pocket and just brush past it, and then up past it into your chin. Okay, but it doesn't get anywhere next to your chin. See? Your right arm goes a little bit better, but your left arm doesn't go above your nipple. Okay, so we're going to lift that left arm. I'm going to make sure they go next to our pockets. They're driving through and they go all the way up to your chin. So the bigger arms you get, the higher knee ratio you get. Right? So everything's related.
Yeah.
So the more arm push you go forward into that motion, the higher your arm goes, the more time your knee has to come forward and up before you that goes back and your knee goes back down. Okay? So it's fairly like this is running technique and analysis at its best. Take it with a grain of salt, but try and fix the areas that we've just discovered there.
Yeah.
Throughout the weeks coming, and then midweek we'll have another little reanalysis, and we'll go from there. All right. I'll put it up on YouTube tonight, probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then you'll have it up there for the Friday.
Is your channel just SSI?
Yeah. Sport specific industries.